Hello guys, I hope you all are doing good. I'm Vishali Khan and we are discussing the digital circuits. Today in this video, we are going to talk in detail about the alphanumeric codes. We are going to talk about the two most commonly used alphanumeric code in detail, that is the ASCII code and EBCDIC code. So let's start our discussion with the alphanumeric codes, its basic, the properties, and then we will move towards the ASCII and the EBCDIC code. So what are the alphanumeric code? As the name suggests, it is having alphabet as well as the numbers, right? So whenever I'm going to do the communication is effective, or communication will be making complete sense when it is having the alphabets along with the numbers. Only numbers cannot be making a full message, right? If I'm talking to you only in the numbers, you cannot understand what I'm going to say. So I have to use alphabets also. So these alphabets plus numbers plus some special characters must be used for a communication to be effective, and thus we require other than the codes than the numeric codes. So alphanumeric codes are the codes which are using the alphabets as well as the numbers as well as the special characters. Now the programs form the character is in the form of characters, right? So program will be consisting of set of symbols, and these symbols will be consisting of letters, some special characters as well as some numbers or digits, right? So if I want to communicate to the computer using the programs also, so that time also I require some alphanumeric code, because here I will be using alphabet, numbers, special characters, right? So programs are also using the alphanumeric code. Now what is the alphanumeric code? Basically it consists of both numbers and alphabetic characters, and the two most widely used alphanumeric code is the ASCII code and EBCDIC code. Now in these codes there are some set of symbols to represent 26 alphabets with uppercase as well as lowercase, right? So with the capital as well as small letters. So if I want to represent small a, capital A, that I can do with the help of the alphanumeric code. Then we can represent the number from 0 to 9 in the symbol, then the punctuation marks and other symbols like star, dollar, etc., right? So these symbols I can also use. Now coming to the ASCII code. What is the full form of ASCII code? American Standard Code for Information Interchange. It is the most widely used code, right? It consists of 7 bits. So each of the code will be having the 7 bits, and decimal digits are represented by BCD code preceded by 011. So whenever I have a decimal number, what I have to do? I have to see the BCD code for the decimal number. I have to proceed by 011. In this manner, I can get the 7-bit ASCII code for a number from 0 to 9, right? Coming to the representation. So if I have the 7 bits represented, so how many symbols I can get? 2 raised to power 7, because with each bit I can represent 0 or 1. So 2 raised to power 7 are the total number of symbols, which are 128 symbols for the ASCII code. Now you can see the various types of ASCII codes that we are using, the MSB and the LSB of the ASCII codes, and some commonly used full forms, or I can say abbreviations for the control characters, like ACK is used for the acknowledgement. So we have all of these commonly used abbreviations in the ASCII code. Now coming to the second type of code, that is the EBCDIC code. What is the full form? Extended Binary Coded Decimal Interchange Code, right? So in this manner, I can get the full form of EBCDIC. Now again, EBCDIC is an alphanumeric code, but here instead of 7-bit like we had used in the ASCII code, here we are using the 8 bits, in which we are having both uppercase and the lowercase characters, which are represented in addition to the numerous other symbols and commands. So this is EBCDIC code which is used in the IBM processors and IBM computers mostly, and this is the reason it is not that widely used, right? So if I use the ASCII code, it's a standard code. It can be used in any computer, in any processor, whereas EBCDIC was specific to the IBM computers. Now coming to some basic questions. So the question number 1 states a line printer is capable of printing 132 characters in a single line, and each character is represented by a ASCII code. how many bits are required to print each line? So we all know for one line I require 7 bits, right? So we will be having 132 into 7, that is the total number of bits. So we have 132 characters in a single line, right? So for one character I require 7 bits, right? And 132 character will be having 132 into 7 bits, that is 924 bits, because the Sky code is a 7-bit code. Now coming to the second question, how many memory bits are required for storing 100 names of a group of people, assuming that no name occupies more than 20 character, assuming 7-bit Sky code with parity bit. So now here we have one more bit in addition to the Sky code, that is the parity bit. So now what is the space for one name? For the space for one name, it is given, it is having 20 characters including the space. So 20 are the characters, and for one character how many bits are used? 7 bits for the Sky code and one extra bit for the parity code. So 7 plus 1 multiplied with 20, it is equal to 160 bits. So 160 bits are required to store the name of one person. So how many people were there? 100 people were there. So how many names have to store? 100 names have to be stored. And how many bits are required to store 100 names? 160 into 100, that is 60,000. So these are the various questions and the various topics that I want to discuss in the alphanumeric code. So I hope you understood each one of the things that I have discussed in this video. If you have still any doubt, you can put the doubt in the comment and I will be trying to resolve your doubt as soon as possible. I hope you like this session. If you like it, please push the like button, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends and also give me your feedback. Thank you so much.